Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
We're going to start.
Mike 29. That's right, baby. They don't want
it. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike. Hey! You remember me?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Right over there. You ran 80. Right there. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, lady. Watch edge, watch edge.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Hey, 180. 39. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. D-line, get that quarterback.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
23 yards, the final tally.
Greystone travel. Check 99.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Darnold completes it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Kill, kill, kill.
Check 50, check 50.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. 6-0 our score after one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Browns 6, Bengals 0.
180.
Yo.
Hey, 133.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Regular.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Undercrush. Hurry.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He was looking for Landry that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Check.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
50, plant, 6-6, pull it high.
2 yards.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He completes it to Boyd. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
50-yard.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check right. 58's the Mike, 58.
Looking to throw. Clifford. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely Did not take that one and made it 4th down.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Check 27, eyes on 27.
Mayfield off the play fake. And finding the tight end Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Come get this, pistol.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. In an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go,
Darnold down to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here we go.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Hey, Hey, Haywood.
Mike 29. You got double up. 29 is the Mike.
Red 80.
Silver.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack.
It's run, baby. It's run.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike 29. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Lady.
Switch.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. Oh, good move at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. The first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Oh, 80. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Again, it'll be Mack. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Marlon Mack, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Bravo!
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Charlie.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. This short throw caught by Goddard. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right?
Hey, Delta.
Here we go, here we go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Go red, 80.
Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby.
Topper, Topper. Check 13. Check 13.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
You're trapped, you're trapped. 29 is
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 36. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Mayfield down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
Well, let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Real.
Whip.
They find some open field here. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, it's Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Recon, 132-5.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. gets a chance to get after the quarterback, it's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively hasn't totaled 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Slam, slam, slam.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
And the Browns first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. Finds a seam inside the 40. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's 61.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Off of play action, Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second.